toy that she dropped in the river. Abby, I don't know. It's right there. I'm not gonna have to get my boots wet. It's right there. See it? See it? Right down there. Abby, right there. Help me. Help me, Abby. Come on. Come on. There you go. You got it. Now pick it up. Come on. Come on. Yeah. She's pretty good at grabbing it with her feet and scooping it across the bottom. At least put it somewhere shallow. Yeah. Alright, so what we're actually going to do on this episode is we're going to build a flagpole mount so we can mount our flagpole in the bed of our truck. Last year what we would do is we'd lay the flagpole on the bed of the truck and then we'd drive the tractor over it. But it kept getting messed up. And I'm tired of repainting it. So I'm actually going to build 2 brackets that are going to bolt up here. You can slap the flagpole on it and then you can drive the tractor in it. So I went ahead last week and got some stuff at Lowe's, and I think the rest we can fill in with our scrap pile. So let's get to it. So what I came up with here is we have some 4-inch angle channel that we have left over from the trail horse build. So I'm going to cut a piece of that probably 4 or 5 inches long. Then we're going to weld a stanchion piece, probably out a quarter depending on what I grab. We need to be 11 inches up from the lip of the bed. And then we're going to weld this on top. Now, we're going to put a hinge here so that you can take this bolt out and it opens up. And then on the back side here, we're going to run a piece of strap back down to the back side of that channel. And of course, we'll gusset it back here. So let's go take a look at our scrap pile and see what we got to work with. First things first, I got this probably 4 foot, maybe 5 foot long piece of the channel, so we're good there. Let's take a look under here. We're still a bit messy since MDA, but I've got probably get away with using this weldable steel as a back strap. I think it's going to come down to what I can get out. Yeah. I don't want to use that, but getting that out is going to be a pain, so I'll use this. A fine example of where a metal cutting bandsaw would do great on this channel material. The abrasive cutoff wheel does good, but it's a lot of effort. The next piece we're going to cut is going to be the 10 5/8 piece for the stanchion. Let's get to it. As you can see, it does a lot better on this 1/4 inch strap steel. Y'all probably remember this from a recent Thursday tool overview. This time we've got our poly disc on here. We're going to clean up in here. Tell you what, makes pretty quick work of it. Okay, now the next thing I want to do, we're going to drill the holes in this first. Then we'll weld these on the front. Alrighty, let's go ahead and burn this one in. Beautimous. Okay, I'm going to weld the other one up and we'll be right back. Alright, let's go ahead and tack this thing. Like that. Okay, we've reconvened on the work bit. The lighting's definitely better. Okay. That was a lot easier than the other one. Okay, so we've decided we want a 10 1/2 inch piece, and we're going to go ahead and lay it in just like that. Okay, I think that's tacked and good enough standing. Let's see how off center it is. Hey, that ain't too bad. Alright folks, we're in the home stretch. We got our hinge held on with these vice grips. Looks like our alignment's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and tack these in place. Okay, I think we can pull our clamps off now. Okay, let's rosette weld these holes. Hello, how you doing? Are you good? What are you doing? Are you wagging your tail? Ooh. What are you doing? How you doing? Well, we just got our pieces out the sandblaster. We blew them off and we hit them with some low gloss black Rust-Oleum. They're looking pretty good. Can't wait to get them in our truck later this evening. Well, we hit our first snag, and I don't think Abby's very happy about it. She said something about measure once, cut twice, or whatever it is. Or wait, no, measure twice, cut once. Well, we didn't do that. We only measured this thing one dimension, like up from the fender. So we ran into a problem. So what's going on here is we got the front one mounted, and it works good, and it's pretty good. We got the rubber glued in, waiting on that to dry. We had the back one mounted, but with the pole at that height, the yard arm on the flagpole hits the roof. So what we're going to do to fix this is we're going to shorten the back one by 4.5 inches. So basically, I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to cut it flush at the top there, and then I'm just going to weld it together, and then we'll figure out the back strap. This isn't really how you should do a project. You should probably test fit it, but you live and learn. So we'll get this done real quick. Look, Abby, look what we got. Look what we got. Come here, look. Yeah, we got it shortened up. We're going to go ahead and let this thing cool down, and we'll put it in the truck. Well, Abby, let's take a look at it and see what we think. Look at that. That's how it should have went the first time. Works real good. It's real solid. I don't think it's going to break and mess my tractor up. So hopefully this will prevent the flagpole from getting scratched up as much. Alright, she's in. Looks like we got a skeleton under the tractor. Doing some maintenance. Well, we made it. Hey, what do you think? You don't look too thrilled. Yeah, I know. Abby, you appear to be a nervous wreck. It'll be alright though. Well, here we are. We got the trail horse out. We're waiting for the parade to get started. The next shots you'll see are the greatest reactions from the parade. Man, I tell you, I haven't been to many tractor parades, but the town of Amelia really turned out in force for this one. This is one of many bunches of people we ran into along the 2-mile stretch of the parade. There was probably over 70 tractors in this parade. You'll see a large group of them at the end. I tell you, this parade's moving faster than usual. We're doing 4 miles an hour in third gear, low range, at 2200 RPM. And we were still barely able to keep up. We ended up throttling up some more. I would put it in high range first gear, but then we'd be going too fast. So we'll just have to deal with it. Well, at this time, gas is $3.39 at Exxon, and that man knows a good-looking tractor when he sees one. I believe this gentleman taking pictures is with the local news organization. If anybody knows how to get a hold of this picture that he took, I'd love to see it. Now, the flyer said nothing about this, but there was a big shindig down here where all the tractors parked and they had a tractor show. They also had a live band and entertainment for the kids. I wish I would have known. I would have planned it. Well, we're going to go ahead and do the best we can and get some footage of the tractors before rushing back to get Abby. It wasn't super hot this day, so she would have probably been fine, but we don't like leaving her in the truck. Here's a good overview of the tractor corral with all the tractors. We're about ready to hit the road. Here we are on the 2.5 mile back to the truck. It took us about 6.5 minutes to make it. I'm going to shut up and let you enjoy the trail horse cruising through the country. Now that's the real reason why you do these parades. It's so fun to drive this thing on the street. Our next one's going to have to be street legal. I think that would be awesome. Well, let's get this thing loaded up and get back on the road. After 2.5 hours, we're confronted with the branch manager and assistant branch manager playing with a stick. Well, that about wraps up this video. If you like the content, feel free to like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and we'll see you on the next episode of Abby Normal Garage. Just one more thing. I know some of you are wondering, did Abby get her toy? Let's find out. Well, after a short walk in the river, I think Abby will be happy. Get it. Things you do for your dogs.